Hello there. Good morning. I am in my backyard garden reading from the Bible. This morning I'm reading from the book of Mark, the Gospel according to Mark. I will read chapter 11. In chapter 11, it talks about Jesus' triumphal entry into Jerusalem. Jesus curses the fig tree. Jesus cleanses the temple. The lesson from the withered fig tree. And then it finishes up by talking about Jesus' authority is questioned. But before I get started, I do want to talk just a little bit about what you see in the video today. Today I'm showing you a heat-loving plant. This one is called Malabar spinach. So if any of you grow spinach in your garden, you know that once it starts to get warm, spinach will bolt. Spinach really likes cool weather. And so every year we plant Malabar spinach, which isn't spinach at all. It's another plant, but it is a good substitute for spinach because it's heat loving. We've planted this one right next to the new trellis that is over the garden bed, and then we have another one on the other side. And so I anticipate by the heat of the summer, midsummer, we'll see this one has grown and trellised all the way up to the top to meet the one that's on the other side. So I'm anxious to see how that looks as the summer progresses. So this one is Malabar spinach, and it is a good heat-loving alternative to regular spinach, which doesn't like the heat very much at all. So Malabar spinach. Okay, back to Bible reading. Today I'm reading chapter 11, the book of Mark, the Gospel according to Mark. The reading begins. When they were approaching Jerusalem at Bethphage and Bethany, near the Mount of Olives, he sent two of his disciples and said to them, "Go into the village ahead of you, and immediately as you enter it, you will find tied there a colt that has never been ridden. Untie it and bring it. If anyone says to you, 'Why are you doing this?' just say this, 'The Lord needs it and will send it back here immediately.'" They went away and found a colt tied near a door outside in the street. As they were untying it, some of the bystanders said to them, "What are you doing untying the colt?" They told them what Jesus had said, and they allowed them to take it. Then they brought the colt to Jesus and threw their cloaks on it, and he sat on it. Many people spread their cloaks on the road, and others spread leafy branches that they had cut in the fields. Then those who went ahead and those who followed were shouting, "Hosanna! Blessed is the one who comes in the name of the Lord. Blessed is the coming kingdom of our ancestor David. Hosanna in the highest heaven." Then he entered Jerusalem and went into the temple. And when he had looked around at everything, as it was already late, he went out to Bethany with the 12. On the following day, when they came from Bethany, he was hungry. Seeing in the distance a fig tree in leaf, he went to see whether perhaps he would find anything on it. When he came to it, he found nothing but leaves, for it was not the season for figs. He said to it, "May no one ever eat fruit from you again." And his disciples heard it. Then they came to Jerusalem, And he entered the temple and began to drive out those who were selling and those who were buying in the temple. And he overturned the tables of those money changers and the seats of those who sold doves. And he would not allow anyone to carry anything through the temple. He was teaching and saying, "Is it not written, 'My house shall be called a house of prayer for all the nations,' but you have made it a den of robbers." And when the chief priests and the scribes heard it, they kept looking for a way to kill him, for they were afraid of him, because the whole crowd was spellbound by his teaching. And when evening came, Jesus and his disciples went out of the city. In the morning, as they passed by, they saw the fig tree withered away to its roots. Then Peter remembered and said to him, "Rabbi, look, the fig tree that you cursed has withered." Jesus answered them, "Have faith in God. Truly I tell you, if you say to this mountain, 'Be taken up and thrown into the sea,' and if you do not doubt in your heart, but believe that what you say will come to pass, it will be done for you. So I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe you have received it, and it will be yours. Whenever you stand praying, forgive, if you have anything against anyone, so that your Father in heaven may also forgive you your trespasses." Again, they came to Jerusalem. As he was walking in the temple, the chief priests, the scribes, and the elders came to him and said, "By what authority are you doing these things? Who gave you this authority to do them?" Jesus said to them, "I will ask you one question. Answer me, and I will tell you by what authority I do these things. Did the baptism of John come from heaven, or was it of human origin? Answer me." They argued with one another. "If we say from heaven," he will say, "Why then did you not believe him? But shall we say of human origin?" They were afraid of the crowd, for all regarded John as truly a prophet. So they answered Jesus, "We do not know." And Jesus said to them, "Neither will I tell you by what authority I am doing these things." Here ends the reading of Mark, chapter 11, the Gospel according to Mark.